This is going to be your weekly twin flame soulmate relationship tarot and oracle reading. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies between you and your person, what's going on in your head spaces, your heart spaces, overall energy and underlying energy. And of course, feel free to swap sides if it makes more sense. Now, as I'm filming this on Friday morning, the energy is a bit calm, but I would say that there's a possibility today for miscommunication. So please be mindful of your day. Now, we are at the halfway point of Mercury retrograde. So we're halfway there. We'll make it, I swear. I'm feeling the Bon Jovi vibes this morning, but we will make it. Okay. We're getting to the end of a tough retrograde cycle. We are starting Mars retrograde today as well. So 2 planets in retrograde. Just be mindful of your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and actions, because of course they matter. So let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this reading today. And we have here, look at that feminine energy. This is telling you to be in receiving mode. Lean back right now. If you're feeling the desire to chase, I would think twice about that right now. This would not be the time, okay? Because that's when the miscommunications can happen. That's when you can put your foot in your mouth. That's when you can start something that you may not actually want to start. Let's see. Oh, there's a card that popped over. Oh, there it is again. You know, there's a few of them. Okay. Oh, well, how many of you are feeling a little bit disheveled today? Maybe it's the cards giving me this message that somebody might be feeling kind of all over the place, you know, every direction. Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. The apple. A passionate love, forbidden desires, temptation lurks. Okay, I'm not surprised, because one of the themes that's come up quite a bit in my sessions this week is temptation. Now, so many of us are being tested. And what I mean by that is tested in a way that actually pulls us backwards. And I want to just point out that this is not a pass or a fail. It's about learning from experiences. Now, I probably mentioned this in last week's video, but it's something that has continued into this week's, where I'm finding that people are pushing away good things because they're afraid of what they're going to experience in new energy. You know, it's almost like, well, what am I going to worry about when I have nothing to worry about? Is this real? Can I have this? Can I really have this? So be really careful that you're not playing with fire, because I've mentioned that to a few people this past week, that you don't want to play with fire right now. Okay. Because if you do, you might regret it, and you could have something really good in front of you, but you have to trust the process, and you've got to stay true to yourself and to your boundaries. You know, every scenario, of course, is different. Now, let's take a look here. This says flying high, feeling infatuated or having an intense affair. Well, there you go. A passionate love, starry eyed, and passion. Another message from the universe. It's like I said what I said. That's the thing. You have to be very careful with the passion, the intensity, the lusting. But remember that those are short term gains, right? That can bring you long term pain. You want the short term pain, which brings you the long term gain. You know, I asked this question on my Passion Project Coach channel, which was, why is the pain so hard to take? You know, we all say we want the short term pain because we want the long term gain. But yet, why is going through that short term pain so difficult? You know, because it's going to bring us the things we want. And I think sometimes we're actually afraid to get what we want. That's the contradiction of it all, you know? Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in your headspace. Now, in the comments, please let me know your zodiac sign, your person's zodiac sign. What's your vibe of the day, vibe of the week? Are there any challenges you're encountering or things that you feel really good about? So let's see what's happening in your headspace. And we have here the 10 of Swords. Okay, 10 of Swords is an energy that says dead, done, and over with. Like a cycle has to end. Gotta let it go. You know, 1 plus 0 is a 1. We want new beginnings. The King of Coins. Well, King of Coins is King of Pentacles, which means a long road. It's slow, very, very slow. You might be feeling like this relationship is moving at a snail's pace. As long as there is movement in some way, I feel like that's a good sign. Now, if you're getting hot and cold energy and things are going back and forth all the time and you're never feeling secure or consistent, then you have to ask yourself, is this what you want? Now, the King of Coins or King of Pentacles means that you're going to get from point A to point B regardless. The question is, are you willing to make decisions or make moves to help you get to that abundance in quicker time? Now, that doesn't mean we force time or we push anything. What I mean is that your decisions are everything. Your ability to make moves is everything. Are you willing to take risks? Are you willing to make boundaries? Are you willing to put yourself first? Are you willing to stop overgiving? I mean, there are so many factors that go into this, right? It's not just a one size fits all kind of answer, but you have the potential here for a lot of abundance. But are you willing to let go of the old so that the new can come in? Are you willing to put yourself first, believe it or not? Now, in your person's headspace, we have here the death card, death and a rebirth, Scorpio energy. I mean, maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio or you're a Scorpio or have those placements, but it's not so much about the zodiac sign. It's that the death and rebirth process takes time. You know, Seven of Pentacles is worry and anxiety, but it also means that we have to let things unfold naturally. I mean, here she is watering the tree. I mean, maybe that's someone's Christmas tree, maybe even watering your tree to keep it, alive and well. But essentially, this is saying trust the process. Someone right now is truly a work in progress. Now let's take a look at your heart space and see what you need to know. And we have here judgment. Yeah, I mean, Judgment Day means heeding the call, going through a massive transformation and change. It could be some communication that comes in that's important to you. Five of Cups. It's time for you to get out of the sadness, the grief, and the disappointment. It's time to make a move. So let's see in your person's heart space. You're both grieving something. You're mirroring each other. Both sad about something. What are you sad about? Well, your person's had a tower moment. Maybe you have too. And, really, you can look at the Judgment card as a bit of a tower moment as well, because essentially this is a wake-up call that says, okay, now is the time. If not now, when? And I've been repeating that quite a bit. What are you waiting for? Now, let's take an overall card from this deck, and we have here the High Priestess. Okay, so you might be getting some signs and some synchronicities, but they should be nudging you forwards, not backwards. And here is the Three of Swords. Okay, so it almost feels like there's this broken heart energy, hence the grief, the sadness, the disappointment, whatever you want to call it. And the High Priestess is trying to wake you up, is trying to awaken your heart to make some moves. Underlying energy here is the Ten of Wands. It's just that there's so many burdens, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. It basically feels like there's a need for rest. The Ace of Wands is all about a purpose and passion. In order to have new energy, a new spark, you've got to let go of the old. And again, not to repeat myself, one of the reasons why I'm talking about passion projects so much these days is because people somehow have forgotten what they're passionate about. Life has gotten in the way, or they're so overwhelmed with things that they just don't even know what their purpose is. And in order to find the purpose, we have to let go of the burdens, you know? So let's take a look at a sneak peek at the upcoming week. What do we need to know about this energy moving forward? Now, okay, in your headspace, this is saying to you, if you want better energy, you've got to get out of your head. You have to release yourself from the illusion of mental entrapment because it's been too much lately. The Queen of Cups is telling you to be more in tune with your emotions and also to not overgive so much. That's why the feminine energy is so important, allowing yourself to receive, to lean back. If you're in chasing mode right now, then you've got to take a step back, you know, because it doesn't help. It does the complete opposite. And I know everybody loves to hold on and they want to try to make it happen and they want to convince and they want to just keep on keeping on because they've invested so much. But again, it's something that doesn't work. And I just would ask the question, how's it working for you? So I've learned this firsthand, that chasing does nothing, waiting does nothing, putting yourself first, not overgiving, leaning back, making boundaries. That's the way to get the respect, and that's the way to get the things that you want. Now, in your person's headspace for next week, the King of Swords. Okay, so they have an energy next week of being more decisive and being more logical. Now, to some extent, they might be a little standoffish or cool, you know, because they're trying to gather their thoughts. This is a process. This is not something that's going to change overnight. Nothing changes overnight. See, the Seven of Cups can be about illusions and even not making decisions. And I do believe that your person will make some sort of decision next week about something. Let's see. In your heart space, we have here the Magician, Mercury. Yeah. So you have all the tools. I think what the goal is for next week is to communicate better. Because we did talk about the Judgment card right underneath it as possibly information or communication coming through. And it's up to you to make sure that you are clear in that communication. And there's the World. See, we talked about Ten of Swords at one point. The World, completion of a cycle, letting something go, communicating what your intentions are, what you would like, who do you want to be, where do you want to go, what do you want to do. I've been talking to people about setting intentions for 2025. You know, I'm not about resolutions. So, what are your intentions? What would you like to embark on? I'm also offering my 2025 Tarot and Oracle forecast for $25. It's currently on my website. Thank you. So many of you have purchased one. They will be sent to you in the order of purchase, just so everybody knows. So the people who've ordered at the beginning will get theirs first. Okay, they go in the order of purchase. Now, in your person's heart space, we have the sun, and I love that. Okay, so the sun always rises after a tower moment. It's a brand new day and there's an opportunity. This is also divine masculine energy. We talked about divine feminine. There's the divine masculine energy that says make some moves. And oh, it would not be a Kelly Lorraine reading without trust the process. Now, if you can only see me rolling my eyes right now and giggling to myself. Knight of Pentacles. Again, Seven of Pentacles earlier, Knight of Pentacles. This is trusting the process, but also in the sense of the near future, right? As in the next energies, it's receiving the coin, having trusted the process and receiving the abundance. Now, we talked about the King of Pentacles earlier, about how that's a long road where there's abundance to be had. Well, here it is. Okay. This slow moving knight is finally getting some sort of reward for the growth and evolution. Now, overall energy, we have here the Six of Swords moving on to calmer waters and peace. It could even be travel. And somebody who was feeling left out in the cold doesn't feel so cold anymore. They've packed up their bags and said, I'm not doing this anymore. I've had enough. And with that, we have here a lot of pentacle energy. Ace of Pentacles, this is a tangible new beginning, new home, new job, new relationship, next level, whatever you want to call it. But that scarab is all about nourishment. And the ships are coming in. Three of Wands can be sitting on the sidelines, but in the after tarot, which means the energies after the original tarot, this basically is saying the ships are coming in. We're not sitting on the sidelines anymore, which is really, really nice to hear. Okay, so let's take some last messages. I don't know what deck I want to use. Let's see. Let's take a card for each side here. Life. Such a general topic, you know, but life is about life force and vitality. The crown here is illuminated, as in, funny, we have a very similar vibe here. the crown chakra, the illumination, the downloads that are coming in. I really feel like, on this side here, somebody's going to have an epiphany of some kind, or some sort of information. Excuse me. I keep going back to that full moon in Gemini that's coming up. Excuse me. My goodness. Um, that full moon in Gemini is technically on December 15th. We're going to be doing our full moon Zoom on Friday, December 13th. Now, I'm not superstitious. I love the number 13, so I'm excited to see everybody on Friday the 13th. You're welcome to join us. The cost is $22, where we'll do a general collective reading, look at the energies, and included, you'll get your own private, customized, recorded reading, okay, sent to you via link on YouTube. Now, with this here, we have will. Do you have the will to push yourself forward? And I believe that you do. Okay. Now, in your person's side here, there's passion. There's that. Look, we've had passion, passion, passion. 3 times. 3 times the passion. Okay. Love it. And vitality. Ooh, I said that earlier. Like, look at that spark over here, and then look at this fire. I think your person is going to be on fire. Maybe they're a fire sign. I don't know. But this is like hot passion. Wow. All right. So prepare yourselves for some passion in the pants this week. I really hope this resonates with you. As always, thank you very much for your kindness and your support. It really means the world to me. So thank you very much. And I wish you an amazing day.